gentlemen, my name is Cameron Bernard, and thank you for joining me here at the 2014 Bedford Fire Department Open House. Today we will be interviewing different booths and learning about the community and how we can come together as a community better. Thank you. This is one of the things they do here. We can go around and kids can be able to ride on the fire trucks, especially the ladder that's 100 feet, and you can take a ride with the chief on the old time truck. It's not in use anymore, but it's still good to take a nice ride and remember history on. I just got here with a family that just got off this old Stanford. Is it Stanford or Sanford?
Sanford.
Sanford?
S-A-N-F-O-R-D.
Right.
I'm now standing here with, ask them their names.
Okay.
Ready? Rolling.
I'm now standing here with
Dan?
Cody.
Anna Reynolds.
who just got off the old Sanford. Can you tell me what it was like to ride it and what your experience was?
What'd you like? How'd you like your ride? Was it awesome? Good? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really fun. Did you ring the bell?
Yeah.
Yeah, you love the bell. You had a blast riding on it.
What was it like to learn about the old truck that is not longer in use, but it's still fun to ride on, right?
Yeah, I
great.
found out it was built in 1930 and it's still up and running. That's amazing.
Did you get to talk to the chief at all?
I got to talk to the guy on the back. So,
Well, thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy your rest of the night here at the open house.
okay, bye-bye. Thank you.
I am now here with
Kirsten. Jack Ferlin. Colin. Audrey. Evelyn.
Mike and Grayson.
So what's it like standing in the line before you get on?
I gotta tell you, I gotta hand it to the folks here at the Bedford Fire Department because it was moving slowly, and then they added a truck, and now it's moving pretty quickly, so I appreciate it.
Is it your first time here riding these trucks?
Well, I'm not gonna ride the truck, but I've been on a fire truck before. I'm gonna leave it to the kiddos. It's their first time, so I think they're gonna enjoy it.
Are you guys excited to go on?
Yeah.
Do you think it's gonna be scary?
No. Nah.
You guys want to go fast?
Yeah.
Who's gonna get the horn?
Me. I got Need for Speed.
They all got Need for Speed, huh? Well, you guys have a fun time on the truck and let me know how it was.
Okay, we will.
I'm now here with Deputy Chief Mark Close. He's gonna explain to me what this trailer is behind me.
Well, thanks for having us today, and thanks for coming. What you see behind us is the New Hampshire State Fire Marshal's Office safety trailer. But this trailer is a little bit different than the one that the Bedford Fire Department received on the federal grant a few years ago, is that this trailer actually has a sprinkler display in it. So we actually start a fire inside the trailer and show you what a sprinkler system and how quick it puts out the fire. So this is a comprehensive trailer. It also has a life safety initiatives. It's got smoke detectors in it. As you can see, there's some smoke coming out of that. And what happened was the sprinkler actually suppressed the fire. So now what we'll do is we'll clear it, and then we'll start another fire and show the difference on the sprinklers. In about 10 minutes, we're going to be actually doing a live fire demonstration across the parking lot. We're actually going to do a live fire demonstration and show you the difference between a sprinklered room and a non-sprinklered room, and shows you how fast the fire will travel without having sprinklers. So we want to say a big shout out and thank you to the New Hampshire State Fire Marshal's Office for allowing us to use the trailer for our fire prevention open house. As you can see, we're having a great turnout here tonight. Right now there's just about 500 people here all together. So
Now, is that more than usual?
well, we average right around 400 to 500 people, but the weather broke for us tonight. The weather's beautiful. It's a little, it's not so cold, and we got a little bit of a wind, and it's keeping the bugs down, so it's awesome.
Well, this is definitely a new thing, and I hope everybody gets a chance to see it.
Absolutely. We recommend it that everybody comes in and they can actually see how the sprinkler system works. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Good to see you again.
You too. We are now here with
Aubrey. Archie. Cody.
How are you guys enjoying yourselves here? How are you enjoying yourself?
Good. Good. Good.
Are you guys having fun?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you guys like what you're having? Have you guys gone on the fire trucks yet?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What have you guys seen so far?
Because the fall. We went inside the trailer.
You went inside the trailer. How was that?
Good.
What did you learn in there?
Crawl under smoke.
Well, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Audrey.
You're Aledra?
Audrey.
Oh, Audrey. What have you learned so far?
I've learned about fire and how to be safe and how to crawl out the windows and stuff.
Well, that's certainly some stuff that we have not heard yet today, and I hope these guys have a nice day. I am now standing here with Captain Scott Hunter. Can you please tell me what this is all about and why you do it every October?
Well, as you can see, we've got a lot going on here. It's a really fun night out for families. There's so much going on with the fire safety trailers, the sprinkler props. Later on tonight at 6:30 we're going to be having a live fire demonstration, which is a side-by-side sprinkler demonstration. We have lots of vendors that come to set up and show what they have to offer. Most of them have some kind of a safety element to them, like a propane dealer, or even things like health, things like the AHAs are here, or workout places like Weight Loss Solutions. You know, even my son is here actually doing his 5th grade science project, which was extinguishment theory. So he talks about what it takes to make a fire and what it takes to put one out. So a lot of fun, exciting stuff. A lot of people eating pizza. Everybody's having fun. The Smokey Bear trailer, we got Sparky and Smokey walking around here. Everybody's having a great time. Why do we do it every year? Simply to remind people of those important safety rules that we have out there.
Now, why is it so important for you to do this to the community and give it everything and give out pizza and make sure you're communicating with the public the right way?
Well, we want people to come every year to be reminded about those important fire safety rules, like planning your escape and practicing your escape plan. I ask kids every year when I go to the schools if they've had any fire drills at school. And then I ask them right after, have you had any fire drills at home? And I tell them how much fun it is to plan a fire drill at home and do it with their families and get everybody involved. And those are some of the important things to remind people about.
Now, what's it like your experience for yourself doing this instead of just the people that are doing it?
I don't understand your question.
Like, what's it like for you doing it and planning everything out and seeing all the people with joy on their faces? Right.
This was what makes it a success, right? People have to come to make it a success. So seeing all these people here having a good time with their kids and their families, that's what makes it a success. That's what's in it for me.
Well, this is Captain Scott Hunter, and I hope you get a chance to stop by next year and talk to him. I'm now here with Wanda Bowers, and she's going to tell us all about 911. Obviously, it's not just a thing you call every day. What is it?
911, the definition of 911 came from a 2nd grader a long time ago. It's the number that you call when you need help in a hurry, and it's different for everybody.
Now, what's the purpose behind it, other than just to call the police or fire department? Now, is there a difference between an emergency and not an emergency?
Absolutely. Emergency is when you need help in a hurry. Non-emergency example would be like a cat in a tree. It's not an emergency. But when you call 911, our 911 dispatchers are going to stay on the line with you and give you instructions before the ambulance arrives on the scene.
Now, what's it like for you to work for 911? And how many years have you been working for 911?
I have actually been working with 911 for 20 years. I don't answer calls. I'm their public education person, so I go around and I do events like this, teach people about when to use 911. The important thing right now is cellular technology. People need to know that we don't know exactly where you're calling from when you call with a cell phone. So we need to know address, we need to know where you are.
Tell me a little bit about Enhanced 911.
Well, Enhanced 911 means when you call from a landline phone, we know who you are and where you're calling from. It pops up on the computer screen immediately. When you call on a cell phone, it's a little different. It's going to bounce off the tower that you're nearest to, and it's going to give us a latitude and a longitude, and that's the information that we get on a map. So that's the enhanced part of 911, is that we can see who you are.
That's definitely some education that people need to know and what 911 is all about. So I'd like to thank you for your time, and hopefully more people can get to know 911 and what it is about.
Thank you.
I'm now standing here with
Shirley Fowler.
and she's going to tell us a little about what CERT is all about. What is it?
Well, the CERT here that we're working with is the Bedford CERT, and it's an emergency response team, and it responds to all type of emergencies. Like if there was some type of a disaster, we could go to a shelter and set up a shelter, along with the animal shelters. We also work with the fire department and the police department to do any type of emergency that, like if there's a fire and they need help with the traffic control, that type of thing. We also do search and rescue, and we train for that. We train for CPR and any type of emergency that it's outside the box that you might think of. That's about it. Each town has their own.
Well, this is about CERT, and hopefully next year you get a chance to come down here and learn more about it. I'm now standing here with
Cheryl Myers at the Public Health Department from Concord, showing you what animals can carry rabies and showing you that they don't necessarily look like Cujo. Do you want to look at the photos and see if you can identify by looks whether these are positive rabies or not? Can you tell?
they all have rabies.
They all have rabies. They don't have to foam at the mouth, but they're still infected, and anyone who pets them can come down with the disease and die. There's a preventative for the disease, but there is no cure. In New Hampshire, we keep an ongoing record of animals that have been exposed to either people or their pets, and those are the only ones we test. So this is what we had in 13 and 14. Doesn't mean the animals don't travel, and it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be aware of it. Do you also know that bats carry rabies?
I did.
All right. 1 out of every 100 bat that we test is positive. 99 are not. However, you can sleep through a bat bite and not wake up. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Well, we will test any bat that is found in a room with a sleeping person because we know that that one bat could expose people. And if they don't know about it, it will kill them.
Now, how can you prevent bats and other animals from giving you rabies?
Don't touch them.
What about bats if they end up coming into your house and you don't know about it?
As long as they're not in a room with someone sleeping, just open the window and shoo them out. They're not going to hurt you if they can't bite you. And they eat a lot of bugs, so they're good. It's just that one bat out of 100. Plus the fact that there are always wild animals that carry rabies. Now, one thing that's real important to know is we have the shots. So if you're exposed, it's only 3 shots in the arm now, and that's it. It's no more shots in the stomach. And it's very rare that people die in the United States. In the rest of the world, 150 people die daily of rabies, a preventable disease.
Thank you for your time, and actually I learned more than I did last year about this, so thank you.
Good questions. Thank you.
Thank you. They are now about to do a fire demo on 2 structures, one with sprinklers and one without sprinklers, and see how fast one can burn to the ground. But it's a good idea to see this and watch this so you can have a chance to get in your house to do demonstrations and drills in your own home to know where the exits are and to have sprinkler systems and fire prevention skills.
Firefighters over here. All smoke detectors went off. How much time, Corey? 50 seconds already. Look at where the smoke is coming from the top. It's activated on the left-hand side. We didn't do that. Sprinkler system that's already cooling that room back down to 100 degrees, maybe 200 degrees. Look to the room to the right. That's down to 300, 400 degrees. And where's all the fire? All the fire's up top of here. Okay, boys. Now.
Here they come to save the day.
I'm now standing here with Captain Murray, retired. Congratulations on that, by the way.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little about what just happened?
Well, what we just demonstrated to the folks here at the open house was the difference between a room and contents fire that has a sprinkler system, an installed residential sprinkler system, versus the one on the right that did not have that. And what we showed today was how quick a fire can build on itself. A fire, matter of fact, a small fire of this size doubles itself every minute. And as you saw in these two rooms here, within a matter of 2 minutes, the rooms were engulfed by fire. Well, the room to the left was the one that had the installed sprinkler system in it, and basically it kept the fire from spreading. What it also does is allow people to get out of their house and go to a meeting place. So sometimes the sprinkler system will not totally extinguish the fire, but as you saw in the demonstration, the right side residential room, you couldn't live in that type of environment. So residential sprinkler systems are a good thing if they're installed professionally and correctly.
What kind of education did the kids learn when they watched this?
I think a lot of the education that the children learn is it's all visual at this point. They may have been surprised and amazed at the amount of fire. Now the best part for us as educators is to go home with the children and the parents teach them, all right, now let's use this education, what we saw at the fire department, let's go look at our smoke detectors and let's talk about a meeting place. They may not be able to afford a residential sprinkler system, but at least the choices that they're going to make are based on what they saw.
Well, thank you for your time and congratulations on your retirement.
Thank you. Did you have fun today? Did you learn anything good?
I had a lot of things learned today, especially about fire prevention. And I hope I can come back next year and learn more about stuff and experience this all again.
Great. Thanks for taking the time to do this.
Thank you. Well, tonight we learned many things and we met a lot of people. Hopefully next year you can come down and have fun for yourself. I'm Cameron Bernard in the 2014 Bedford Fire Department Open House. And remember, be safe out there.